Okay, my period 8 folks, this is going to be Heart Academy for that back page starting with number 11 only. Now listen, I know, one, sorry you can't see me, but I'm using a school computer so I can get this recorded real quick, fast, and hurry instead of using my computer. And two, I know these are difficult, okay? And yes, it is above what I'm asking you to do. So this is what I'm willing to offer you. I will do half of them going straight down, which would be number 11, 13, 15, and I think 19 is the last one, okay? And to demonstrate how to do it, because these are going to end up as multi-step equations, so it's going to jog your memory a little bit. And if you never solved multi-step equations, perhaps you can pick up on them now. So I will do, again, this is the deal. I will do number 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. And for you to do 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20 with your work shown, I will give 100 hearts for each individual correct answer, and it will not count towards your homework grade if they are wrong. So not only will I give you 100 hearts for each correct answer for number 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20, and I will give you 100 hearts and also give you extra credit towards your final grade for this first marking period. Again, to demonstrate how to do these, I will do numbers 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19, or however long many I can do before the video time runs up. So the easiest thing for me to do is to go ahead and get started and see if you can understand what's going on. If you were in my class last year, this should look a lot easier to you once I get it going on. If you weren't in my class, I don't know how far you went with one-step, two-step, and multi-step equations, so we'll see how much you can understand as well. But at least we're going to give it a shot. Okay, so basically, this whole angle is equal to 16x plus 4, okay? Angle EGF, EGF is 110, see that? And angle HGE is this, 3x plus 11. Now, the easiest way to do this is to set it up as a multi-step equation, okay? So I'm going to take the one number that I have. Actually, take that. You know that this angle plus this angle equals the big angle, right? That's nothing new for you. So let's set that up as an equation. This plus this equals this. If I do that, it'll look like this. Watch. 110 plus 3x plus 11 equals 16x plus 4. Do you see how I did that? This angle plus this angle will equal this angle. The brown angle plus the green angle will equal the big angle, which is blue. Brown angle plus the green angle will equal the big angle, which is blue. Isn't that true? We learned that already, right? So all we have to do basically is solve this. So let me get all this out of the way so you can see what we're doing. Okay, that's a 4. Okay, so now I'm going to begin solving. The first thing I do is I'm going to cross my street. Now you have like terms here. You got to get all the x's on one side and all the coefficients, I like to call them negative numbers, on the other side, okay? So I have, look at this. First I need to combine like terms on this side, then combine the like terms on this side. If you look on this side of the street, you notice that you have this as a like term with this. So just put them together. If I put them together, 110 plus 11, what do we get? 110 plus 11 is going to give you 121. Okay? Then I'm just going to bring down what's left on this side. Now that this is taken out, this is taken out. Plus 3x equals, now let's take a look at this side. Do you have like terms on this side? 16x plus 4. You don't. There's nothing on this side that you can combine together. So my next step would be just to bring it down. 16x plus 4. Okay? So now what I'm going to do here is jump sides. And this is what I mean by jumping sides. If I jump sides, I need to get all the x's on one side and all the coefficients on the other. You see how you have now these x's? You have a positive 3x. Remember, any sign that's in front will follow it. And a positive 16x here. one of them has got to come over to the other side, okay? So I gotta pause that. Now, what I'm going to do is take these and combine them together. So that means something over here has got to move. What am I going to move? Either take this 3 over here or the 16 over here. I think it's going to be easier for me to move to 3. Doesn't matter. It's just a preference. One of them has got to go to the other side because the family members have got to be together. So if I take this over here, what do? The opposite of what you see, just like any other regular equation. If this is a plus 3x, I'm going to subtract 3x. Subtract 3x. See that? So what happens is I have 121, that canceled out, equals 16 minus 3 is 13, x plus 4. See where I am now? Next step. Remember, your job is to get x by itself. So guess what you're going to have to move? That 4. How are you going to get rid of the 4? By doing the opposite of what you see. Minus 4, minus 4. So now you have 121 minus 4. Calculate if you need to, my friends. 121 minus 4. That gives you 117. And then, remember that canceled out, so you just have 13x. Still need to get x by itself. What do? Remember, that means multiply, so we do the opposite of what you see, which is divide. Divide both sides by 13. Okay? So, if I divide both sides by 13, this gives me that perfect 9 I was looking for. Equals, 13 will go into 13 one time. Ones are invisible. So now I can just drop my x. X equals 9 in this case. Take a good look at that, rewind, set yourself up to see how you do it again. And I will go for the next one. So for number 11, right, find x. X equals 9. Let's try that again. All right, so now we have number 13. Okay, so number 13 says this. All right, angle of measure FCD is x plus 41, right? That's a 4. Okay, and then measure of angle BCF is x plus 78. And then, guess what? BCD, the big angle, BCD, okay, that is 95. All right, put your equation together. You know the two small angles will equal the large. So let's write our equation like that. The two small angles, this one to this one, so that's x plus 78 plus x plus 41 equals the large angle, in this case, 95. So all you have to do is solve the equation. All right, so I like to draw my street so I know what's on this side, on this side. Step 1, combine any like terms on this side together. Here's 1x plus another positive 1x. So how many x's do we have all together on this side? If you said 2, you're correct. Okay? But look, you also have these naked numbers, also called coefficients, that you can combine. A positive 78 plus a positive 41. Use your calculator to add those two together. We have 78 plus 41, 119. Okay? So these two together, this and this, will give you a positive 119. So all those are combined. Let's look at the other side, 95. As you can see, there's nothing to combine here, so we'll leave it at that. Remember, your job is to get x by itself. So what's the first thing I'm going to move to get x by itself? Not 95. 1, because it's nowhere near x. You would want to get rid of the 119. How? By doing the opposite of what you see. That's a positive 119, so subtract 119 from both sides. That's right, from both sides, no matter how it looks. Because you can always do it in the calculator, right? What's going to happen is 2x is still there. That canceled out. 95 minus 119, do it in your calculator. 95 minus 119 is going to give me a negative 24. If you notice, x is still not by itself, is it? So what do? Remember, that means multiplication. Any number right next to a letter means multiplication. So we'll divide by what we see. Divide by 2. Remember, keep the sign though. It's positive 2, divide by positive 2. Divide by 2, right? So what I have here is, this cancels out, x equals 2 goes into 24 12 times. In this case, it's a negative 12. because a negative divided by a positive is a negative. Number 13 is telling me that x equals negative 12. All right, so now I got all kinds of phone messages going on. I'm trying to ignore them. Okay, until I get this done. This is crazy. All right, let me try the next one. Number 15. What do we have for number 15? Number 15. I can't see it. Okay. Can you guys see number 15? Okay. So for number 15, there it is. I have. Let's see if I can get that there. Okay. I have plenty of time on the clock. All right. FCD equals, FCD is x plus 41. Good. Measure of the angle BCF. BCF is x plus, wait, that's the same one I'm doing. Someone could have told me that. So now, number 15, I think that's another one. Let's see, I can get a better looking version of number 15. It should be right here. There we go. Yeah, it only took me a minute to realize I was doing the same thing. Okay, so number 15, here we go. Measure of GFZ. GFZ is 38. Measure of angle ZFE. ZFE is 2x plus 125. And then I bet you the next one's going to be the whole thing, isn't it? GFE. GFE, which is the whole thing, I'll put that over here, is x plus 163. So let's put our equation together. And remember, the equation just is the two small angles will equal the large one. The two small angles will equal the large one. So let's do that equation. So what I'm looking at is 2x plus 125. 125 plus this one, which is 38, equals the large one, x plus 163. 163. Now I can solve. My first thing that I'm going to do, check for like terms, and that's hanging by itself. I have this, a positive 125 and a positive 38. Two naked numbers, also known as coefficients, hanging out together on the same side. Let's combine them. So if I have 125 plus 38, that's going to give me 125 plus 38. It's going to give me 163. So all that equals 163. Don't forget, you still have your 2x. Okay? And equals, I'll just bring this back down, x plus 163. All right. Something's got to move, doesn't it? Because you have family members on opposite sides. You can either move this, okay, or this and this. I'm going to move the x, okay? So I'm actually going to move this x over here. Let's see what happens. If I move this x over to this side, this is what will happen. It's a positive x, I will subtract x. Subtract x. So this is subtracting 1x. So what I have over here is now is 1x. Plus 163 equals, that canceled out, 163. See that? Now, I need to still get x by itself. So remember, that is still just 1x, so I'm going to subtract 163. I have to subtract 163. If you see this, x, or 1x, because remember ones are invisible, so it doesn't really matter, equals 163 minus 163, 0. X on this one equals 0. Okay? Now, if you're worried about that 1x, remember, 1s are invisible in integer land, or you can simply do this. Divide by 1. That cancels out, leaving x. This is still 0. X equals 0 for that one. All right, so for this one, x equals 0. Okay, so time is running out on here, and there was only one other, there were two left, 17 and, that was 15. X equals 0. I'll do that one on the next two. On the next video, I'll do another one for you, okay? So I'll do 17 and 19. Bye for this one.